This video has to be made. It has to be done because I do not stand for this at all. I'm just gonna tell you right now, the person who I'm gonna talk about is relative to Playing Crazy and my build. How, you may say, as you know, I made a video 2 weeks ago about an Optimus Prime, and it was a showcase video, and it did really well. It's actually the top one right now. And I was scrolling through and looking at all these other videos that have these really cool ideas and stuff. And this person right here, the Killer Proxy 1234, has stolen my build and then claimed it as his own. So I'm gonna have to get into and you could be like, hey, Shark King, you can't do that, man. That's unfair, dude. He's just inspired, right? And no, it's not actually. It's very, very, very closely related to mine. I'm gonna pull through both videos and give you every single bit of detail that gives me evidence to prove my point and make this sound clear. If you are not interested in this conversation, then you can leave the video. You don't have to watch. But for time's sake, please watch the video because I really need this happen. This is not okay. So we started from my video with intro, showcasing, and it was just a whole video about showcasing all the features and everything cool about this. Okay, to start it from the get-go, I clicked on this video and I was like, this looks really familiar. Let me go back to my video. What I want you to pay attention when I cut to these clips, I want you to pay attention to two things right now. Like the first things first. Hold on, let me get to it. Alright, in this shot right here, you can see a really good section of the front. I want you to pay attention to three things right here. No, four actually. You have one, two, three, four, five. You have a 5-block long detailed design where two windows are separated by one block, giving the detail part of it. That's a part of the truck, right? That's one thing. Two, you have the silver parts, which is this part right here, this rim, and this little single gray area right there behind me. And three, the horns on top for detail, like in the movie. Hold on. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it up right now. It don't matter. But I want you to pay attention to those three things. And then I'm going to click back to his video and show you. So in the first shot right here, you can see that it's very, very similar to mine. Color scheme, the way that it's built, the functions, it's really similar. So we're going to start off here. We see this, a good shot of mine. We're going to go to his. All right. Here. Right here. All right. In this shot right here, you can see him pulling on side. You see on the top set right here, 3 horns. These are horns, like for the truck design. Like just like the ones I used, but I had 5 because mine was a lot bigger. He had also this little silver rim. This is about 2 blocks and separated by 1, and then another 2 blocks. And he has that singular silver part right here. And I was like, okay, maybe it's not the same. Maybe it's just like coincidence. And no, it's really not. It's kind of dumb how obvious he made it that he was copying. So we go back to my video and we're gonna look at the front now. All right, in this shot of my video, you see the front part right here, the whole section. You can see from the little side views and the little kick points that the little fender bender right here is a sort of curve, but it's made with wedges. All right, keep that in mind. We come back to this. All right, you got the full fender bender right here. Fender bender. You have the grill and the headlights. Now, this is a pretty generic design, and I can't really say that it's my design necessarily, which it's not. It's whoever made the truck, like the actual car, not like a truck in Playing Crazy. But the design here is mine. Like the general idea that I put in action is here. So I'm clicking on this part, and then we go back to his. Let me see if I can get a good shot of the front. Perfect, right there. All right. We look at his, and he has the exact same, but just a tad bit tweaked. So on his, instead of horizontal headlights, he has vertical, which is up and down. His are vertical, and mine are side to side. And I'm like, okay, maybe just design mistake or something like that. And it's not, because if you look here, same color scheme. It's like a hard read for this. It's not, they're literally the same. Okay, I'm going to compare this shot right here to this shot right here. Oops. They're like, look at this. All right, so I'm like, okay, this is getting a little bit stingy, and I look at the ladders on the front, and you see the silver plating. I'm like, okay, maybe he had a little bit of inspiration. A little bit, was I wrong? And a lot wrong. So we look at the fender bender, also made of wedges, just like mine. No difference there whatsoever. Wheels jutting out from the side. Car design, yes, I won't count that one. But we move on to the second part of this whole equation. We have the pipes on the side of this truck, which dignify that it's a 18-wheeler truck. Yeah. All right. So if you look here in this shot, you'll see the little color pattern of a light gray, metal cylinders, and then a rocket engine, right? And you come back here, and you, come on, man. He made it so obvious that he was copying. Like, you got a light gray block, 2 metal cylinders, and a rocket engine. Now, I was definitely at this point stooped up. I realized that he was copying, and I initialized the fact that he is literally copying my video. So I was like, okay, maybe design, because it is a shell, and the real idea comes from the functionality and design. But detail and stuff, I was like, okay, maybe I'll cut him up on chase. The only thing credit I'll give to him on this is the detail. That's it. That's as far as it goes. And it doesn't stop there. It really doesn't. It keeps going. So after he copied my mufflers, or pipes, whatever you want to call them, I don't really care. He copied those, and I was like, okay, detail, whatever. Let's keep watching. So you keep watching the video. He doesn't have the stand-up function, which is not. I wouldn't say, hey, you can't copy this, because if you're gonna build a transformer, it's kind of necessary that you need thrusters to stand up. So I won't be like, hey, you copied that, because that's just like a general thing in Playing Crazy. But we're gonna go to the functions. You see how his is a little bit different in standing up, but if you stop right there, you see it? Look at the feet. Right here. I'm gonna hit it right when it, bam, right there. Right here is where I definitely knew he was copying. In my video, the feet extend as well. And given the fact that this is way less detail and way less organized, the reason why is because this is a prototype. This is like just a test that I threw together, and this was not like a final project. I will update this to look a lot better with more detail and stuff, but that's a whole nother video. But the feet extend, and his do too. So, okay, I was like, he's definitely copying, so let's keep doing some more research. I pop into the video. The first thing I notice is that, okay, we're gonna fast forward a little bit. I'm watching this. The whole cockpit flips open. And I was like, where do I notice that? The cockpit flies open. Where does that, it tilts. It basically tilts backwards and moves down. Now, in my build, if you don't see, let me go back. When I first transform it, the first thing you see when he stands up is his back. It literally tilts downward. His does the exact same. We're gonna keep like clicking through the video to show more evidence. So we're clicking through, the part tilts back, and he's definitely copying at this point, and it's confirmed. Now, if you look here, the arms is what gives it away. The arms. All right, there we go, right there. So in this shot right here, you also see the part where the pistons push out and then they rotate up and down in a full, almost 360-degree format. Mine literally push out and rotate in a 360 degrees, almost fully format. Look at this. Almost exactly the same. Like, that's unacceptable, dude. Really. Like, that's embarrassing that you have to come and copy like that. The whole entire structure of this function, and the only difference between mine and his is minor details, and mine can walk. Sort of walk. So I'm like, okay, yeah, let me see what else he's doing. The body is not the same because he didn't really know how to build a body, and I'm not surprised by that. So we're coming in here. The front I won't really complain about because that is kind of cool. I will give him that. That's unique. But the head, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I'm pretty sure he tried to copy the head because it looks deadly serious to mine. Almost the same. I'm not going to say it does because it kind of doesn't. But look at this. All right, he tried to attempt to have the head in the wedge format. I don't know how he messed it up. It's really just a block and a wedge. But he tried to copy it with like a wedge, and I'm pretty sure he was going to place a block. And no, this is not. You can't be like, oh, Shark King, but you're saying all this, and it's just called inspiration, and it's actually not inspiration. for one, if it was inspiration, he would have to give me credit to the original, like to the person who made it, which is me. He would give credit to me and say, hey, or put a link in the video or go in the comments and say, this build, the idea was not mine. It's someone else's. I just made it a little bit cooler. So in a sense, he's not telling anyone, no, not giving credit at all. And I posted in one of his, I went on my phone and posted in the comments, hey man, no, I'm gonna tell you right here exactly what he said. And I'm gonna prove my point right here, because he's trying to claim it by saying Optimus Prime showcase. A showcase is showing off what your idea, design, invention, it's a showcase. You're showing what you have, what's yours, and you're showcasing it to the world. He is showcasing that this is his build, his original idea, and he gives no credit to me. I'm looking through the comments right now. No credit, nothing. I'm literally like looking through the video. No, nothing in the description. Nothing. Nothing. I'm taking screenshots and I'll put them in the video. And this is what I said. Hey man, not cool. You stole my build and added detail, then claimed it and slapped it on the YouTube. You do not have permission from me to do this. My video is the original one and you're stealing my design without permission. Please give me credit or leave a link to the video. Thank you. My video. Thank you. I do not want to be mean about this, and I'm not going to try and be all, hey, you better take it down. Or if I'm going to like file a warning against you. And in all seriousness, I actually have to, because he did not give any credit. He did not ask me. There's no permission, nothing. To finish this up, if you're watching this, Killer Pro XD1234. If you're watching this, then please, you have two options right now. Please either give me credit in the description or in the comments, or take down the video, and just in general, or delete the build. It is not your idea. You did not ask for permission from me to copy it and add different ideas and genres to it. The only difference between mine and yours is that yours has a tad bit more detail and cannot walk. And the whole top section is a little bit different. But the functionality, the color scheme. Oh no, I forgot to put out one final thing. The color scheme's literally the same. There's not one thing. Like, this is all metal. The texture is all metal unless parts that cannot be turned into metal, like rocket boosters or motors. Everything else is metal. Like the dark red, this is like Plain Crazy Red's not this dark, and the blue is not this dark unless it's in the metal variant. So he directly copied that just for, I guess, design, which isn't. And you could have like used the tutorial. You could have waited for the tutorial video, but you have to go and steal my idea like that. That's not cool, man. And you're gonna have to like either give me credit or I'm gonna like ask you to take the video down, because like I'm even like giving you a tutorial. I'm giving everyone like a tutorial that's being anticipated on how to build a better version of the prototype that I have in this video. So dude, if you're watching, please either give me credit or take down the video. It's as simple as that. Guys, that's all I really had to say for this. If you're watching, leave a like. Make sure this video gets around. This is, it's not okay. And if it happens to you, call it out. Sadly, this had to happen to me. And I can see why. He's literally writing off the fame. Because, like, look at this. Did I say fame? If you search my video, it's the first thing pop. I'm getting distracted. But, guys, just leave a like, subscribe, and stay safe.